I, 24M, read my girlfriend's, 23F, text from her boss and don't know what to do. I know I did something wrong. I read her text thread from her boss without permission. Some may accuse me and say it's unexcusable. Others will know that feeling. When you know something is weird and wrong and your SO won't tell you. This was one of those times. We've been dating 4 months. I've never read any of her texts before. I always trusted her. That being said, she was invited to a party yesterday that happened to be cancelled. She was relieved, she told me. She wanted to hang out with me, she said. She told me there was going to be weed, and they wanted to get her fucked up, red flag 1. I wasn't invited. I couldn't even come, red flag number 2. Hey babe, I'll just come over after the bar tonight and we can watch TV and fall asleep together. Oh, I probably won't be home till 6 a.m., red flag 3. So I checked the thread. You free for an SS Monday night, boss? Sure, L. An SS where you say yes to anything at the door. Boss. I'm setting up a poll, boss. As long as you don't mind me missing work from breaking my wrist, L. You'll be fine. The point of the SS party is to let go, so, let go, boss. There's only gonna be 2 to 3 guys there, boss. How hard is the 9 o'clock start time? Can I be there at 10, L? From there it goes on, but that's the important part. That and she was going to go, she wasn't going to tell me. She was going to be stripping for her boss and 2 other guys that I don't know. She's not a stripper. She's a southern girl from the country. I love her and I'm heartbroken and it'll break my heart even further to break up with her. But what the fuck? Please, any advice, any at all. I'm stuck at work with this thought on my mind. I sit at a computer with nothing to do all day. It's gonna sit there all day. Any advice at all? TLDR, I read her text thread from her boss that I already had bad feelings about. He invited her to an SS party, sexy stripper, and she accepted, willing to cancel plans with her friends to go. The only reason she didn't go and strip for 3 guys is because it was cancelled. I love her but think it's over now, help. Edit, I didn't think it could get more messed up, but I just remembered another text. It makes me angry and I kind of want to break his legs. I think she was feeling nervous about it and he replied, you'll do what you're required to do, just like everyone else there. Edit 2, I'm heading to her place in 10 minutes to confront her about this. Thanks for all the comments and advice. I'll make an update when I get home or back to work. Update 2. So here's what went down. I went to her house during my lunch break and took the second part of the day off. I came in calm and asked her to sit down with me. I need you to be completely honest with me. I told her that I made a mistake, broke her trust and looked at her phone. After I explained how uncomfortable I was with the party. How I've never snooped before but I just had a bad feeling about it and I read her boss's texts. At this point I was prepared for a backlash, what the fuck? Why did you go through my phone? But she didn't do that, she just said okay and continued to listen to me. I asked her what she was thinking. Why she would agree to go to something like that. I knew it seemed so unlikely that she would do that willingly, and I was hoping there was something I was missing. I asked her why her boss was using that kind of tone with her. About the polls, and the say yes to anything at the door and do what's required of you. This is more or less her response, she broke down crying. Oh, my God, I'm such an idiot. I feel like the naive 18-year-old. I came out from the South and I'm still not comfortable with any of that sexual stuff. Even at the bar they call me wide eyes because if something sexual happens I get so surprised. Then, boss, kept telling me about these parties he had once a month and he kept saying that I wasn't ready to go for like 2 years. And finally he asked me to go so I said yes. He started saying weird things but I just figured it was, boss, being weird. He's always had an inappropriate sense of humor and I figured he was just doing it again. And then when we went to Vegas and it was really fun, I figured the party would be really fun, too. And it's so stupid that it took you to point out that he has been manipulating me for the past year. It's just so scary because at the bar he and the other guys always step up and protect me if things get out of hand with a customer. They always have my back, so I started to trust him. I don't know what to do. What should I do, Elle? She never got mad at me for the texts. She in fact told me to look at her phone whenever I want. I have nothing to hide and I never want to make you feel this uncomfortable again. I don't want to ever jeopardize this with you. She told me she loved me and she apologized for allowing the conversation to even get to that point. That she should have stopped making jokes about breaking her wrist and should have flat out said she was uncomfortable but didn't want to risk her status at her job. She said she wants to call and talk to her best friend who is a law student and see if there's a case. She screenshotted her conversation and emailed it to herself. She called her friend who worked there and told her, and apparently he was inappropriate to her as well. She plans to talk to HR when she gets back from her family vacation. We spent the rest of the day together. Had dinner and fell asleep at her place. I have 100% faith that she was telling the truth. And instead of being unfaithful, she was just incredibly fucking naive and trusting. I've shifted my anger all towards her boss and really look forward to the consequences I hope come his way. TLDR, it turns out my SO wasn't planning on stripping. Wasn't planning on being unfaithful. And is just ridiculously naive and trusting of people that don't deserve her trust. Edit, okay, I've heard both sides. Positive support and cautionary tales and deceitful behavior. I wrote down some things that I want to get straightened away and I'll talk to her again tonight. The main points are this. I want to clear up exactly who was supposed to be at the party. I'm pretty sure there were other girls invited. I want her to confirm that SS meant smoke sesh. I want her to tell me her feelings when she knew that I wasn't invited to the party. I want her to confirm that she is going to take action against him. Either through HR, it's a chain, or through legal counsel. If anything major happens, I'll update you in the morning. But you can safely assume we're either done after tonight, or everything is cleared up. I don't think I want to go through another day with me having to worry about this shit. So tonight will be a deciding night. Thanks for all the help. Those with the support and those with who don't want to see me make another mistake and be hurt further. Update 3. Sorry for the new throwaway, it wouldn't let me post because I didn't add a TLDR the first time. Alright, I figured I'd do this again since everyone was so interested the last 2 days. I went over to her house last night and told her I needed to talk to her about this again and just clarify things. Again, she didn't get mad or defensive and she listened. I sat her down on the bed and I asked her what exactly she thought the party was going to be. It was just supposed to be a jam with all the musicians from bar. We were gonna smoke a ton and play music and drink. The bar has 3 other girls that play there. 2 of them were supposed to be there. I guess when he said there would only be 2 to 3 other guys, he meant just the male population. So I asked her what exactly SS meant. Unfortunately for most of you, and this is probably mostly my fault, it doesn't mean safe sex party, or stripper party, or smoke sesh. And I apologize that I assumed it was any of those and made the situation seem worse. But I was literally just going off the initials, the stripper pole reference, and some advice from friends on what it could possibly mean. It means secret society party. I was weary about that answer until she showed me texts from another girl that works there, in which they talk about bosses' secret society parties. Even then, I needed one more thing from her. I needed her to tell me straight up that she was going to take action against him. Whether it was with HR, a lawyer, or written disapproval of his actions that can later be used in a case against him if the treatment continued. She said yes confidently and assertively. She said she was going home to talk to her parents and her friend who is the law student for the best way to approach the situation. To that I said, okay, but I need you to know if you don't, I won't feel comfortable with any of this. I want you to know this isn't an ultimatum, but I just need you to know where I stand. She promised me she would. Then, and this was pretty awesome, asked me if I had any other questions. Just keep asking. Ask me everything. I promise I'm not lying to you. And again reinstated, I would never do anything to jeopardize this. I never want you to lose respect for me, and I feel so stupid for not just saying no immediately. It's disrespectful toward me and even more so toward you. So I did ask, and I asked her about Vegas, and many more questions about the party, and it all lined up. And it felt real, and my gut tells me we're okay. Again, if she doesn't take action when she gets back from home, it's over. But as of now I have every reason to believe she's been faithful and upfront. She didn't hide the texts from me. She just didn't think it necessary to tell me because she didn't see the outrageousness of his attitude. She told me about the party before it was supposed to happen, but she just didn't tell me about the texts. I truly believe this is a case of her misjudging a situation she previously felt comfortable with. Again, I'll update when if the action towards the boss takes place if you guys want me to. TLDR, went to my girlfriend's last night. Talked about every question I had in my mind. She calmly answered and explained and clarified. And reinforced the idea she was being truthful and honest. She promises to take action against the boss when she returns home. She doesn't work until then anyway. Edit, okay everyone. Thanks again for sticking it through with me. Thanks to all those who continue to give me support, PMs and advice. Thanks for all those whose opinion keeps me honest and open to potential dishonesty. Like I've said multiple times already, I feel so much better about all of this. She's already started the process of putting something together toward him. If you all want, I'll update when and if that happens. Till then I'm off. Thanks again for everything, Reddit. Update 4. I told you all I would update you in a few months. I was thinking about not doing it and just leaving this behind, but I felt like I owed it to the people here who helped me out. It's been a good couple of months. We're stronger and better than ever. We hang out constantly, take each other on amazing dates, road trip across states, plan Italian vacations. She doesn't talk to her boss outside of work after confronting him about the way he talked to her. I met her parents, she met mine, and everything turned out better than I could have hoped. I wanted to write this so people know that if you keep a calm head, and talk to your SO, and really figure out what's going on, you can work through it. Instead of jumping to insane conclusions and confronting your SO with anger and frustration. No stripping pimping scheme. No sex worker at night. No unfaithful behavior. Just an asshole boss. I just thought I would let you guys know. Thanks to all those who legitimately gave me advice. TLDR, months later, and we're stronger than ever. No weird sex schemes. Everything is amazing. What do you think? Tell us in the comments. Like the video and hit the subscribe button for more Reddit stories.